Caillebotte loved unusual viewpoints and deep, dramatic perspectives. His pictures tease your eyes and stretch them. What difficult positions he found to perch in. I have this image wedged in my brain of Caillebotte being transported luxuriously from location to location in his pimped-up painting carriage. 100 yards here, 100 yards there. But some of his most radical art was painted without going anywhere. Back here in the house itself. One of Impressionism's most striking pictures was made in here. It was shown at the second Impressionist exhibition of 1876, and people weren't at all sure what to make of it. They're still not sure today. It's called The Floor Scrapers, and it shows three chaps with their tops off, scraping away at a wooden floor. It's a tense, puzzling picture with its plunging perspective and these wiry, dramatic poses. Caillebotte's father died in 1874, leaving his son a huge fortune. So Caillebotte Jr., our Caillebotte, set about altering the house, and the floor scrapers probably shows the refurbishment of his new studio, the one on the top floor with the balcony. What's actually going on? Well, one of the men is scraping off the old varnish with a cabinet scraper. One of these, a simple tool. This edge here is sharp, and you scrape it across the floor, smoothing it down. The other guy has one of these, a plane. He's planing down the joints between the floorboards, leaving a stripy floor. Now this is just about the first portrayal in art of the urban workman. Artists had shown peasants in the fields before, but not city workers. This was new. However, a couple of things about this picture have always puzzled me. For instance, why do they need to make the floor so stripy? Why don't they just clean the floor in big patches? I found the answer on YouTube, preserved in full shaky YouTube vision. Here's a chap in California preparing a hardwood floor. I emailed the company and asked them, why do you do the floor in stripes? They wrote back that it was to make sure the whole floor was even. If you did it in patches, you might plane down more of the wood over here and less of it over here, so the whole floor would undulate. My other question was even more pressing. Why is the floor being scraped at all? The old varnish looks fine, doesn't it? It's almost new. The floor's in good condition. So why is the varnish being removed? I just couldn't work it out till I asked my wife, who's an artist, and she said if it's his new studio, he'd want the floor to be as light as possible. Studio floors are never dark. Artists always want as much light in there as they can get. This isn't just a painting of the new heroes of modern life, the urban workman throwing off his top and flashing his torso. The Floor Scrapers has a hidden meaning too. Caillebotte is trying to say something about art itself, the new art of the Impressionists. The old art was artificial, dark, and covered in thick varnish. But the new art, Impressionist art, is natural, truthful,
and filled with light.
Caillebotte's indoor masterpiece isn't just a tribute to the urban worker. It's a call to arms.